Go a little bit lower. There we go. Okay, so I want to do a quick video tutorial on this PQR stuff because a friend of mine was asking me. So I'm just going to show you how that software works and how to set it up. So first things first, go ahead and just launch the software. And this is called the priority queue rotation or something like that. So when you first run it, you get this little window that pops up that shows you all the instances of WoW that you're running, and it shows you your actual character name. And actually that's the window ID, and I think that's the handler ID. So either way, so there it is. This is the character I have selected right now, which is Azrael, my rogue. I brought it here to Windows Grasp real quick just to show off the script working. So in here, the profiles are already set up. So I'm just going to go ahead and select my character, hit select, and now it brings up this window here. So this window normally is blank, but when you hit the drop down here, window drop down. When you hit the drop down, there's it shows you the different profiles you have selected. The software knows what class you are, so it's usually going to show you the different profiles that you have available. So from here, you can just choose which profile you want to use. If you're like in this case, it's going to be combat or assassination, and this basically just means what kind of skill trees you have set up. So I'm just going to do combat because that's what this character is. And as you can see here, it has this little Alt X that tells you how to turn the profile on. And that's basically all you need to know. So I'm going to go ahead and just minimize this. I'm back to the game here, and I've hit Alt X. You can see down here it says the combat DPS, and then the guy's profile. This guy's Dara Range R. He's the guy who wrote the profiles. They're really nice profiles. I like them. And these are meant for max level characters. So if you're trying it on a lower level character, you're going to have to change the spell IDs to make it work. All right, so right now the script is running. So that's all I got to do. So now all I have to do is actually start combat. So I'm just going to go over here and start combat. And I'm going to leave my mouse and keyboard alone, and you can see it do its own thing. So as you can see, it's actually just doing what strikes on it. And it's just fully automated at this point. All right now is just doing a bunch of comm points there. It just did a finisher move on it. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'm going to go here and just engage this one. Normally, as long as you click a target and it detects that target's in combat, it starts the script and starts the rotation. And that's basically all you have to do to it. Now, each script has special things you can do to make it do stuff, additional features. So I'm just going to go ahead and just grab the silver here. Yes, fucking big money. So one of the things, if you hit the control key, I guess left control, that disables the rotations. As you can see here, it says rotation disabled or rotation stopped. You hit it again. Sometimes you have to click it a few times, and then it's rotation enabled. You can always hit Alt X to disable it, and then Alt X again to re-enable it. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring up that window again. So some profiles have additional settings. So I'm going to go to this profile editor, whatever profile rotation editor. I'm going to select it. So I'm going to go rogue. Wait. Yeah, there should be profiles in here, and there's not. What the fuck? Oh, because that's the class. I need to select the profile. This guy's profiles, and here's the two different what do you call it? Scripts, or not scripts, but profiles, right? So I'll hit this one here. So when I hit combat, you can see little special notes that somebody put in here. So it says if I hold left shift, it uses fans of knives. Unfortunately, I don't have that skill, so that will not work on me. But fans of knives, well, actually no, fans of knives is right here. Yeah. So you can use fans of knives. Basically, does an AOE, blah 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 stuff. So that one says you have to hold left shift for that to trigger. All right, then we could do focus tank to use tricks of the trade. Focus tank. So I guess this means set focus. So you basically right-click your party member, right-click set focus on him, and it'll keep doing the tricks of the trade on that. So right now we're going to test out this fan of blades here. So we got to start combat. So let me get to another dude to beat up. There should be dudes all over the place here. Probably right out this door. That fucking run lasts forever, don't it? There we go. Hey, what's up, dude? And hold shift. Did it say hold shift? I can't remember what the hell it said. Hold left shift. Not doing shit. I wonder if it's because I'm not having multiple characters today. I'm holding shift, but the spell down here never enabled. I'm guessing it's on cooldown. I'm also getting my ass kicked. This character has like really basic gear, so yeah, no, so it never happened. But it's supposed to do the separate options and stuff, or the whatever additional things are in here. All right, so this is basically the profile, and this is what makes it up. These things all have scripts and commands behind them, and all this does is just puts them in order of which one has the highest priority. You can also put spells and stuff like that on like a wait list and stuff like. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with it. It's just really, unless you're a developer, I wouldn't mess with this stuff. Because well, this is just where you can set up the priority. The actual one we want is ability editor. So if I go ability editor, go to rogue, select the profile. These are all the abilities that are available for this profile. And so if I click on Cold Blood here, you can see up here there's a spell ID. So I installed a mod on my system or my account here that when you hover over a spell, it tells you the spell ID. So there's a 5172-3. That's for the blades of fan of blades, fan of knives. So if I go find here, fan of knives, what the fuck is it? There it is. That it is. 5172-3. So yep. And you can see the different stuff here. It says AoE true. That means that you're holding the shift key. So this says if AoE is true, then go ahead and process that. Now what sets AoE? If we go into the actual hotkey section, hotkeys, down here you can scroll through here and say, okay, here's a left control key that's disables and stuff. Here's one called if not AoE, then trigger AoE. And I'm trying to see what triggers the AoE here. Nothing there. So here's a right key down. Fuck it. I don't know. But that's the deeper end shit. But somewhere in there, left shift or left control. That's probably why it's not working, because this is not set right. Yeah, I'd have to dig through this and find out where the hell it's at. But something's not right on the hotkey section, because it's missing when you hold left shift to turn on AoE. Here is just saying, if not AoE, do the AoE function. But AoE, if true, then return true. But the thing is, it's never going to get here. Because, well, not AoE. Is always going to say AoE true. Fuck, I don't know. It's weird. Fuck it, right? So you don't really need to mess with this unless you're having an issue where you're using it for a lower level character. If you're using it for a lower level character, go ahead and find your different spells. Go check the spell ID. Make sure this spell ID is correct. Each time you change the spell ID, you have to hit the save button. And then it fucking resets on you. So you have to scroll down to the list, find where you were at, select it again, and then go to the next one. And that's how you do it. So that's a real pain. Who wrote this code? I mean, that's an easy fix to save the last position, but they're obviously not doing it right. But either way, there's a bunch of other neat stuff in here, but I wouldn't really mess with this unless you're a developer. And that's basically it. That's a PQR. I hope that helps. All right. I'm